What's up, you guys? A little bit different of a video. Today I am here at Legion headquarters. Legion is the San Diego's professional rugby team.
It's been a historic season so far for the San Diego Legion, and their dominance, it is on full display here at Snapdragon Stadium.
Right place, right time. Fortune favoring the Legion.
Legion match.
The style that we play, it's physical, it's fast, we move the ball, we use the ball, so it's an exciting game to watch.
I'm here with Ryan. He is a professional rugby player. You retired last year, or you retired recently, but he is going to put me through my first ever official rugby workout. I've never played rugby a day in my life, but I am a big fan of Legion. I've been to a lot of the games. I have a season ticket this year, so I'm super excited to start going to a lot of the games. But we were lucky enough to get connected, and we've been trying to set up this workout for a while. So I don't know. I have no idea what to expect. I told him not to tell me anything, and we're just going to go into it. So let's see how this goes.
Yep, so I usually just do about 5 minutes here.
Okay.
This is where I try and, like, if I'm like early in the morning or whenever, I just try and take this time to like refocus my mind and like, I'm here to like, well, when I was an athlete, it was just like, yo, like you're here, you're not gonna waste any time. You're here to like get a job done, like lock into a session.
All right, so question about the workout we're gonna do. What kind of workout are we doing? Like, is there like, is this a workout you would do like, you know, a day before a game, or?
Definitely not.
You know,
This would be preseason.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between that? Like.
Yeah. So basically, preseason training, you're just trying to build, like basically call it like engine building.
Okay.
Right. Like build your mental fortitude, build your physical capacity to get up and keep going, get up and keep going. Where probably something closer to a game would just be really sharp.
Specific to.
Yes. Just gonna do a combination of kind of some bag work, some ground work.
Okay.
The biggest thing for rugby is you have to continually get off the ground.
Okay.
Right? So not necessarily burpees.
Okay.
But similar to.
Okay.
Because it's a lot of.
I've done a lot of burpees.
Oh, you're gonna kill it then. You're gonna crush it. You're gonna crush this.
Okay.
You're gonna crush it. So we're just gonna go trunk rotations.
Oh God. Dude, I have my, it's actually something I've been working on because it's so bad for me.
I'm starting to find it now that I'm sitting at a desk more.
Yeah.
So part of what I do here is an office role in helping out, kind of like a consultancy, helping out with a few different roles at the front office. And then the other side that I do is I go into schools and bring rugby, flag rugby to those schools.
Oh, nice.
We're gonna go just groin drops.
Hello. Just dropping my groin, don't mind me.
So we're gonna start out, we'll go at the same time, you and I. These are what's called half moons.
Okay.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna fall down onto this bag, while not landing on the mic. Land on this bag,
okay.
And what we wanna do is we wanna land with our hips square, so my hands are here, not off the ground.
Okay.
That's a little pro tip.
Okay.
'Cause if you do half moons and you go here on the ground, yeah, it's a lot easier to push from here. So what we do is when we push, we want to pop our hips up, and then, so as I pop my hips, I want to swing them around to then face this way at the same time. So it'll be one movement. So I'll pop my hips, push, and I'll land in this position. Okay. So this is the poaching position in rugby, right? Okay. You've been there, you've seen our games when guys try and make a tackle and get up and try and steal the ball. This is that same motion. So we go here, and then we swing this leg back, and then come back down, and then we push, and then we go here,
so you go
and then we swing back, and then we come down, and then we come back, and then we come down. So the next one, pretty simple. It's just standard sled pushes.
Okay.
Okay, so it's gonna sled push down. Obviously this one, so that drill, you make a tackle, you get back up, you make a tackle, get back up.
Okay.
This is just about getting our leg drive, building our glutes, whether you're carrying the ball or in a tackle, getting your leg drive is really good. Obviously, works on speed, acceleration, all that kind of stuff. So we want to try to have our arms extended here, so we're not like crouched into here. Okay. We have our arms extended, and then my body's at like a pretty nice 45-degree tilt here. And then all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to have positive shin angle, like a positive shin angle. Okay, so I'm like 90, 90, 90. So 90, and then I push, and I want to be pushing through here. Okay. When we get tired and stuff, it's going to get hard. Yeah. We're going to want to start to do this and go here and then get here, but we want to try and just keep those positive angles. Okay. We're going to go all the way down. When we get to the end, just pull back, turn, and then we're going to go again. And then
so that, again, this is all 15 on, 15 off.
Yes.
So everything we're doing, okay.
Yep. And then here, we're just going to go med ball complex.
Oh, geez.
Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, okay.
So
1, 2, and then 3 on the ground, 4.
Yep. Okay. So just working on that explosive. Obviously like a stable base. All right, a couple different things. Like sometimes when you're like ripping the ball off people, like you're trying to rip the ball off someone, so having that ability to like engage your core, like stable legs, and then obviously like working on your pass, right? Like the passing ability, getting some fatigue in here. So obviously pass, and then slam down to the ground. So that looks like sometimes maybe you're in a tackle, this guy's like ran into me, and I'm like, shoot, maybe I'm the secondary tackler because the first person's gone here. I'm the secondary guy, and I've come in here. If I don't want to fully tackle him, I want to do what I'm doing here. I want to throw him down, so then I can then do that poach that we did earlier, right? So that's what this is going to emulate, that throw down. And then, obviously this one, that's kind of like our stiff arm, right? Trying to fend, get people away from us, push off. This one is it's called a tackle bag flip. Okay, so what you do is you come here. Now what we want to try and do our best at getting our head on the outside. We don't want to football style tackle this thing, but what I want to do is I want to put my leg in close, so we call about like step on their feet. Okay. So if someone's standing here, I want to try and step here, and then I want to go same foot, same shoulder, and then as I do that, when I wrap, my head goes here, my other leg wraps around, so I land here. Oh, okay. I land here, and same movement there. I see this space between the ground and him, the ground and me is him. So I'm landing on his body, and I'm using him to give me an extra boost to get up. Because it's easier to get up from here
than on the ground.
Than it is from here. Right? So it's like having a little added boost. So as you hit the ground, you spin your legs around and then get to here.
This will be my my first time ever doing anything that like resembles tackling. Because when I tried out for football, I got made fun of really quickly, and then I cried and left. It's all good though.
Hey, look at you now. Look at you now.
Now I'm gonna cry in a rugby gym, dude.
No, you're not. It's sweat.
Yeah, it's sweat, dude.
Okay.
All right, this is Editing John. I just wanted to explain what the workout looked like. So it was 4 different movements, and it went you go, I go, 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off. So Ryan would start 15 seconds of whatever exercise we were doing, and he would go for 15 seconds, you know, really push it. And then once he was done, I would immediately start my 15 seconds of work, and then he would rest for 15 seconds, so on and so forth. And basically the way that it went was we did 8 different intervals each time, so 16 total sets, but then obviously I was resting for 8 of those and then working for 8 of those. So we did that for each of the 4 different exercises, and then that, I think, totally adds up to about 32 different sessions of work and sessions of rest as well. So that's how the workout was structured. I hope you enjoy watching me suffer. This was a very, very tough workout, but I'm glad that I did it and I had a ton of fun, so enjoy.
There you go. There you go. Get it, one more. Woo. Nice, we got 2 minutes.
Oh my God.
We got 2 minutes.
My triceps, like, because it's just like, you're almost constantly like pushing.
Yeah.
Whew.
It's juicy.
And I see like bouncing, and I feel like I'm just like sinking, getting up.
So I'm definitely, it's in the rhythm in it.
Yeah.
When you hit down, your body has a natural reaction to pop up, right? So it's using that momentum.
Yeah.
So as you hit, there's a slight spring that you can use to then pop your hips and then go around.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's go. Let's go.
I swear it's like the 15 seconds when you're pushing the sled, it's like, is this ever gonna end? And then you're done pushing, and then it feels like 2 seconds go by, and you're pushing again.
Hey, he's still in it. He's still in it. Nice. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, time. Six, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Let's go.
Because all the workouts I've really ever done, they've never been like, I've done like functional training, right? Like CrossFit and stuff, but nothing that was like specific to a sport, right? Like clearly, there are so many things that correlates to. Like not just rugby, right? Like hitting a tennis ball, like just that rotation.
Yeah.
I've never really trained that. Like explosive rotation. It's fun, but it looks like, it's like one of those things you're watching, you're like, it doesn't look that difficult, but it's like, when you're doing it, it's just like so tiring, man.
So right now, what's like juiced up on you the most?
As far as like,
on your body, like what has the most pump going on right now?
I'd say like my arms.
Yes.
And then like my lats, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that slam, and even when you're going here and here,
Yeah.
well, it's all
I can
just
feel
this.
obviously my core too, because of the rotation. Whew.
Go here and land on top of it. Yeah. Get your chest to land on it. That's what it is. Your chest and then your lats. Stop. Stop. 10. Just start, yeah, there you go. Boom. Detach. Detach. Come on, sell out. Bro, for your first time doing these two movements, fucking impressive. Seriously, that's just not easy. Same with the med ball, being able to get into the rhythm and keep it powerful the entire time. Like, bro, I think he is a rugby player.
You heard it here first, folks. Well, we're all done. Whew, we literally just finished like 5 minutes ago, so I'm still currently sweating. That workout was tough. I think the hardest part for me was definitely the tackling drill, because I've never like tackled it ever. It was interesting because like on the right side, when I was like putting my right shoulder into it, I could kind of feel like I could understand it, but my left side, I was just like, I don't know how to do anything. But yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I enjoyed it. So as far as like, I just kind of want to ask a couple questions at the end. So first thing, kind of a basic question, like for people out there that might not watch rugby, know rugby, what like a super quick, like, you know, summary of what the sport is.
Sweet. So take the ball carrying ability of football, take the passing ability of basketball, where you want to pass to the open man, and then the takedown ability of wrestling, and then with the ability like soccer, you can kick the ball, but it has to be from an onside position. Anyone who doesn't have the ball have to be behind you, and then you can kick the ball and then go. So it's really a combination of wrestling, football, soccer, and basketball.
Another question. So you were born and raised in the U.S., right? And you always played rugby.
So I started playing rugby when I was 8. I played like a tag version, but prior to that, and up until I was about 16, I did swim team, soccer, basketball, roller hockey, American football, cross country, track, and tennis.
Jeez. So what did you not play? Chess?
Chess. No, I was on the chess team in like 4th grade, and then I just kept getting smoked, and I was like, all right, I'm done with this. No, I didn't do ice hockey or water polo. I cannot tread water.
So yeah, it's tough. So what was it about rugby that kind of like, this is the thing I really like enjoy doing?
I mean, initially my dad played, so and my dad never pushed us into it. My dad played, and on the Saturdays we'd watch my dad play. So I was just like, oh, this is cool. I want to do what he does. And then by the time that I actually got to play, it was the ability for me to create the freedom to know the rules of the game, but then allow you, the coaching, the game style allows you to just do what you want to do. And it's just like, hey, coaches aren't blowing up at you. I had a football coach who was like, the play call was my freshman year. This is why I stopped playing football. Coach called like a 32 dive. I get the ball, the hole gets clogged up. I bounce to the other side, I go score a touchdown. I'm running back to the sideline like, oh man, like that was great. He grabs me by the face mask and goes, Mattias, you think you run this team, you think you can do what you want, da da da. I call the play, you run the play. And I left my pads in the locker room. I left all my stuff at the locker room that night and go, I'm never playing this game again, because like the sport's supposed to be about the athletes. And that's what's so great about rugby is the coaches give you the tools and they go, okay, build it how you want it. Now they're going to give you some tips and tricks and, hey, this is probably how to get the best, but it's all outcome based. If you do something good, they'll be like, all right, sweet, you're really good at that. Let's work on that. Let's emphasize this. And if you're not so great at something, they're going to help you build in those areas.
So yeah, the one thing that I think is really enjoyable when you're like watching is just the fluidity of the game. There's not much stopping, right? And I think that's really fun to watch. And like I think that's what's really cool about the athletes that play rugby is that even though there's some huge guys, like huge dudes, you still have to run. Like there's no one that's like, they're just big and they don't do anything. And I think that's like one of the coolest things. When it comes to rugby, obviously it's not nearly as popular as like football is in the U.S., but it has been growing. What do you feel rugby is doing well? And then if you want to talk about this, what do you think they could do better to maybe reach more people? Because I think it's a great sport. It's just not that popular here. And like I'm just curious why you think that might be as someone that was at the highest level here.
I think what we're doing well is our ability to have professional athletes that are accessible to someone who buys a general admission ticket, right? So you come to a Legion game and you've seen this and done this. After the game, all of our athletes, starters, non-starters, whatever, we do a stadium walk around and we shake hands, we take photos, and we sign autographs. You aren't able to get that at an NBA, an NFL, an NHL game unless you got one of those fancy gold badges around your neck, right? So to offer a fan-engaging experience with our top-level athletes for a price of a general admission ticket, I think that's something we're doing tremendous at. The thing that I believe that we need to continue to work on is making it more of an event, right? Giveaways when you get into the stadium, a pregame show, a halftime show, a postgame show. It's something that all the other major sports are. I mean, you guys have been doing an NBA game, right? They got the lady out there on the tricycle with the plates, and she's flipping it on top, and you're like, this is ridiculous. This is super entertaining. I didn't come here for this, but it really ties in the entire event. And it's something that we've started to get better at, especially at Legion, tying in after concerts and stuff like that and doing some halftime stuff. We had the paratroopers jumping in with the American flag and like the game ball. We've had flyovers. Obviously, being in San Diego, we're really passionate and thankful and grateful for our military community here. And obviously, being the Legion, it's something that we've always had a very good understanding and a partnership that has been growing and growing over the years. And like the gentleman you met today, our director of rugby operations, former retired military Marines, having him in the building has been really great to connect with our military community that we are really proud of.
When it comes to rugby, what would you say makes it different? Like, what makes it special?
I would say the inclusivity, the acceptance, the culture, the community. It's like with a rugby team, they don't care who you are, where you're from, gender, race, religion, doesn't matter. It transcends all of that. The way people treat you in rugby, they'll bring you in and treat you with respect and bring you in as family, as long as you show respect. I think it's an extremely amazing giver of opportunities for people. It's a brother, it's a cousin, it's a sister, it's a mom, it's a dad, it's an uncle. To people who've never had those. They come into a rugby community and they find that sense of family, and I think it's something that's extremely important. I think it's something that it's what has made me, as I finish playing rugby, why I'm going to continue to be an ambassador of the game, because I've seen what it's done to change people's lives, and I genuinely feel like it's my job, because of all the great things it's done for me. It's my job now to continue to move forward and show everyone what this amazing community developing, personal confidence, physical abilities, all of the development opportunities that are in rugby, the networking, and like I said, the community, a place to feel welcome, really. Doesn't matter, and it's a great, like I said, it's a great social filter. As long as you show up on time, you work hard, and you're respectful, they don't care if you're the best. They just care if you try, and you work hard, and you're a teammate. You don't have to be the biggest, the strongest, the fastest, the most skilled. You can be brand new. You can be not so great at sports. But if you work hard and you show the characteristics of a good person, rugby is going to keep you around, and they have a place for you, no matter who you are.
Yeah, that's something that I've noticed, even like when I talk about it a little bit, like when I go to the games, like people will just comment. They're just so excited, right, that I'm like into it. And speaking of that, so if someone's like, you know, they watch this video, or they're just curious about maybe even watching, but maybe they want to play a little bit, right? Like, how would someone go about that?
Yeah, I'd definitely say just wherever you're at, you know, San Diego or wherever you are in the country or in the world or whatever, type in your local city and type in rugby club. You know, Google's just going to be probably the best form of being able to direct that. Obviously, here in San Diego, we have our local men's teams and women's teams. We have the Surfers. We have as a women's team, we have the Surfers. Men's team, we got Oceanside Chiefs, on back. Old Aztecs, we have our Legion Academy, but yeah, definitely wherever you're at, just Google your city and then rugby club, and drop a message and take the chance, take an opportunity, send a message, go out there, you run around, you'll either love it or you hate it. If you hate it, try and just be a fan and go watch and check it out, because there's still places for people who aren't very athletic in the community of rugby. There's tons of community outreach opportunities of volunteering and helping you know, younger kids or people with, you know, not so great backgrounds that need a little bit of help. It's a great way to get involved in your local community and make it a better place, right? I mean, I think something that like I've said to you over this workout, man, like your channel, you're helping people with their lives, and that's like something extremely special that a handful of people have that are given that opportunity to reach people and to help people get better. And I just want to encourage everyone to try and find whatever that is. If rugby is that opportunity, if it's you know, exercising and motivating people to help their lives and better themselves, I just challenge anyone to try and find that lane. And if rugby's that lane, great. And if not, go watch a rugby game.
Yeah. No, I mean, and that's like what I wanted to say at the end of this video is like, there's no right or wrong way as far as moving your body and working out. If you end up trying rugby and you love it, and you don't like it, whatever. Like, I just want people to get out there, move your body, and, you know, challenge yourself and do something that's out of your comfort zone. I've never done anything like this, but I don't mind trying and to see what happens. But dude, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it, and this was a ton of fun, man.
Dude, thank you so much for getting involved, and I'm really excited to have you officially a part of the San Diego Legion family, man.
Yes,
thank you.
I've been drafted.